Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. I hope everybody is sheltering in place appropriately. I am in my workshop. I've got myself a mug of Darjeeling tea, courtesy of, I believe this actually, I don't know, maybe it's not Darjeeling. I think this came from Saranar. I think Saranar sent this to me. And I have some organic jelly beans. Why? Just because. What are we doing? Nothing. We're just talking. I've got a bunch of paper here that I'm going to make into fire starter stuff so I can burn it in a cast iron pot that I got. I could shred it, but burned out my shredder motor. There's some stuff I can't shred, but I think I can shred most of it for starting the fire later. One or the other will work. I'll probably end up using this because it's just easier to start a fire with that. All I'm doing is taking some paper, flattening it out sort of somehow, and then rolling it. I figured we'd just sit here while I did this, and I asked on Twitter, like, is there a video that y'all would enjoy? Like, should I play more Gold Rush or more Farmers Dynasty or what? And I didn't get a great answer. There's a lot of people who liked the tweet, but not a lot of people actually answered. Nice little tube I can light on fire. A lot of people actually answered, which is fine. It's kind of weird, this time that we live in. That's I don't put milk in my tea, so it's kind of bitter. I can't let you see what's on here, mind you, because it's all a bunch of crap that needs to be shredded. But nonetheless, it's just stuff at this point. Yeah, we're living in a weird and wonderful time. I actually was in Brussels 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago. I flew home on the 11th of March. The strangest flight I've had in a very, very long time. There were 4 of us in business class. Mind you, I was not originally booked to business class, but I fly enough that there was nobody in business class, so they upgraded me. Hey, why not? There were only 4 people. I think there were maybe 60 people total on a huge airliner going from Belgium to Chicago. That's it. That's hurting my hand. Where are my gloves? It's hurting my hand because the paper is the paper is ripping, and then I'm getting little micro paper cuts. So there, we'll fix that. So yeah, it was a really strange flight, and then I got home. I landed at home about the time the president decided that flights to Europe shouldn't happen. Granted, I could have still gotten home because I'm a U.S. citizen, but yeah, that was strange. And then because I've been in Belgium, I was asked kindly by people to don't go anywhere so that, you know, I don't spread anything. And so I didn't. I have not left my house now since I arrived home on the 11th of March. That's not strictly true. I've left my house, well, I leave my physical house multiple times. I go out in the front yard, I go out in the backyard. I have left my property twice. Once on a bike ride to try to preserve my sanity, or what's left of it. And once I went downtown Denver Sunday morning to get some stuff from my office that I needed at home. In both cases, I didn't see a single human being. Well, I saw them, but they were in other vehicles or what have you. Haven't been where there are anybody other than family for, well, I guess 2 weeks now. 2 weeks? 3 weeks? Yeah, whatever. Since the 11th of March, so yeah, 2 weeks. And it is strange. It is very strange. But hopefully, you all are making good use of your time in as well. I cleaned my office. Believe it or not, I did clean my shop. It doesn't look like it, mind you, because I have about 7 projects going on. Yeah. I'm also a bit constrained because right before I left for New York, I left for New York the week after President's Day. So I was on the road for almost 3 straight weeks. I bought a adjustable workbench and a compost spinner and stuff, and I built them up and I put them in the office and outside. And the boxes are still sitting here because I was going to throw them on the back of the truck to haul to the recycling center. Except for I couldn't because I had to stay at home. And then, and now the recycling center is closed till further notice. And yeah, that's the long and the short of it. I haven't been anywhere. We're very, very lucky, me and Doss, because Doss makes a lot of things. I think she's been posting it to Twitter. She bakes bread, she makes cookies, all those things that most people don't do anymore. Doss does, which is great because that means that all we need is a lot of flour and milk, which we get delivered. So we don't actually have to go out for anything, which is nice. Keeps us locked up, I guess. But I trust all of you have been doing your best to stay away from people and shelter in your homes or what have you. Some of you I know are more rural than I am. I'm not like big city, but I'm not rural either. So some of you have it a little bit easier because your nearest neighbor is a ways away. Some of you are unlucky in that you live in a city, and that sucks. I would not want to be living in a major city right now. Well, I ripped it. Oh well. It'll still burn. What I'm trying to do is just kind of create little logs, because if you put it in flat in the cauldron, then it doesn't burn all the way through. This way I can kind of stack them end on in the cauldron. Let me show you the cauldron. Hold on. The cauldron. So I can stack them in the cauldron, end on, and burn them, and as they burn down, then it's not creating a skein of burn in the bottom that protects unburned paper underneath. And it gives me something to do. I was going to do this video in front of the cauldron and be burning things, but it's windy as you wouldn't believe right now. So that would be unwise, as there's every chance I'd have flames everywhere. I'm hoping that next week we'll be back to regular scheduled programming, meaning one of the games we're playing. Though recently I've been playing a heck of a lot of Skyrim. I realize I've never finished Skyrim. Ever. I don't think I've never gone up the mountain. I've killed the first dragon, but I've never gone up the mountain. Yeah. So, I haven't done much of any of Skyrim. So I decided I'm going to finish Skyrim Legendary Edition. So then I could do Skyrim Special Edition. I don't know why. I know there's better mods for Special Edition because it's running in 64-bit instead of 32-bit, which is great. I would show you, but unfortunately, I'd have to be really careful with my editing. I refuse to play without a bunch of mods, and some of those mods aren't safe for work. You know what I mean. Some of it's because I need to get certain other mods, and you know how mods are like interdependent with each other? And some of it's because it's what DOS wants. Well, that didn't exactly go as I wanted it to, now did it? No, it didn't. All right. Try again. Let's see if I can just twist it over on itself. There. Yeah. Really, this video is just catching up. I mean, the important thing to know is we're going to get through this. There's a gentleman that I watch, and I'll actually link to his video where he talked about this. When you think about the 18th and 19th century, it was common to have things like this happen. Instability and fear. There are people out there who are afraid. And it's not wrong to be afraid. It's not wrong to be worried about your relatives or your friends. Now, it is wrong to buy all the toilet paper. That's just stupid. But we'll get through it. We've done it before. 1918 Spanish flu. By the way, it wasn't just 1 year long. Something we might have to think about for this one. Cholera epidemics, the Black Plague. There were constant epidemics and uncertainty and unrest. I mean, yes, we have a situation where we have a pandemic. We are now in a very deep recession. But we're going to get through it. In the end, we'll get through it, one way or the other. We might have to adjust. Das and I wanted to sell this house and move to a remote part of Washington State. That's probably not going to happen for a while now. This house isn't terrible. It's just in suburbia hell. And they don't like it when I go outside with my loud equipment, but whatever. We'll just have to adjust. In the end, everything will be okay. Yes, unfortunately, some people are going to not make it through this pandemic, and that's unfortunate. What we can be glad of is, as bad as it is, as bad as it gets, it hasn't mutated to something as deadly as the 1918 Spanish flu yet. Spanish flu came in 3 phases, by the way. Okay, the first one wasn't bad, the second one got worse, and the third one was mutated to the point that it was very, very deadly to the younger generation. Unfortunately, the first phase of the Spanish flu was a lot like the current issue, meaning it was particularly deadly to the older generation. So let's hope we just stop it. We'll make it. It is going to take a while. We're probably going to be uncomfortable for a while. And it's going to change some social norms. Some for the better. I hope a lot for the better. I hope that more work from home is going to be allowed. I hope that healthcare will become more democratic in the United States, meaning that we have a single payer health care or something similar, so that people who are working 3 and 4 jobs have health care. I think it'll make people think harder about their food. It's going to have a positive impact on the environment. It already has. If you look at pollution metrics, interestingly, it has certainly helped air pollution, which not great. The important thing is to take care of those around you and find diversions that will lift you and others up. Don't just play video games. Go and watch some YouTube videos that teach you how to whittle or do woodworking or metalworking or crafts with cardboard boxes, which is what I'm probably going to do with these pile of cardboard boxes I have that are currently sitting on top of my table saw, making it impossible to do anything. When we come out of this, you'll come out with better skills. Order a coding book from Amazon and just wipe it down when you get it, because the virus actually can exist on cardboard for about 48 hours, 24, 48 hours they say. Or let it, just sit outside for a day or two. Make something, take the time we have to try to make something, to learn something, to do something. We'll make it. It'll be great. In the meantime, we can also play video games. And next week, Gold Rush, I'm moving to a new mine. Farmer's Dynasty, I'm kind of burning out on, guys. So I might throw something else out there. We'll see. Just remember, till then, grab yourself a nice cup of tea. Or coffee, if you want coffee. I could have done coffee on my coffee machine upstairs. Nice cup of tea, maybe a little treat. Sit back, relax, and try to not read the news. Because the reality is, bleeds it leads. So they're going to make the worst of everything. It's bad out there. But when your entire newspaper is nothing but the pandemic, maybe just read the comics. Breaking Cat News. Look it up. It's a great comic. Breaking Cat News. They're having Tusslemania right now. Alright, till next time, when we'll be playing a video game. I don't know which one we're going to play, but we're going to play a video game. Maybe suggest some new games from my library, please. I'm not going to buy new games. I still can't. Remember, I have to finish at least 60% of my games before I can buy another game, and I'm nowhere near close to that. So my Steam library should be viewable. Give me some suggestions from my library. Games I don't have any time in, maybe. That would be preferred. Yeah. Next week, gaming again. Or maybe I'll do something in the wood shop. That's my other goal. I got a bunch of scrap wood back there. I'm going to build a bunch of things. Don't know what, don't know why. But I've got scrap wood there, I've got scrap wood over there, and over there, and over there, and over there, and down there, and over there, and back there. I don't need to buy any more wood for a while. I just have to be creative. Alright, till next time. Remember that you are a special and unique person. I do appreciate you watching, and I hope everything goes well for you and your family. And please don't go out hanging out with groups. Let's flatten the curve so we can all get back to some sense of normalcy. Take care, everyone.